Hi students, today we are starting our next topic, that is pigments involved in photosynthesis, and number one pigment is chlorophyll A. This is the most abundant pigment in plants. Chlorophyll A absorbs light when wavelength of 430 nanometer, that is blue, and 662 nanometer red. It reflects green light strongly, so it appears green to us. It contains a hydrophobic, that is fat soluble phytol chain that allows to be embedded in a lipid membrane. The rest of the structure is called a tetrapyrrolic ring raised outside the membrane, and it is this part of the pigment that absorbs the energy from light. The metal at center of structure, magnesium, can have variable oxidation states. That means it can accept and donate electron readily depending on the situation. It's flexible, which is very important to the function of the molecule. Now we will see here light absorbed 0 to 80. Here you can see different wavelengths 400, 500, 600 and 800. Now at this wavelength, here you can see how much light is absorbed in percentage. Here around 37. Here chlorophyll A, and here you can see almost 78. This is chlorophyll B. Now chlorophyll B, this molecule has a structure similar to that of chlorophyll A. It absorbs light of 453 nanometer, and it is not as abundant as chlorophyll and probably evolved later. It helps increase the range of light a plant can use for energy. Next, carotenoids. It is a class of accessory pigments that occur in the photosynthetic organisms. They are completely hydrophobic, that is fat soluble, and exist in lipid membrane. Carotenoid absorb light maximally between 460 nanometer and 550 nanometer and appeared red, orange or yellow to us. Now you can see absorption, and this is wavelength. Again, how much it is absorbed, and I have told you chlorophyll A we saw around 78%. Here percentage. Here chlorophyll B more than 80, and here carotenoids around 50 to 60. The most important function of carotenoids seems to be protecting the plant from free radical formed from ultraviolet or other radiations. Free radicals are dangerous because they contain an extra electron they don't really want to have. This means that they are constantly trying to get rid of this extra electron. They do this by attacking whatever bonds they can. In animal system, it is speculated that vitamin E plus radical oxidized is equal to radical plus vitamin E oxidized. Vitamin E oxidized plus carotenoids, that is vitamin E plus carotenoid oxidized. Carotenoid oxidized plus vitamin C, that is carotenoids plus vitamin C oxidized. In animals, the vitamin C can be flushed out of the system since it is soluble in water, which one of other molecules are. Whether this same series of transfer occurs in plant is unknown. In humans, taking vitamin A or beta carotenes in themselves is not protection against oxidants unless there is a supply of vitamin C to flush it out. Smoke who maintain low levels of vitamin C are not helped with increase of other two. In plants, as the vacuole is generally safe aqueous respiratory or repository, the oxidized vitamin C may end up here where carotenoids could not. Xanthophylls are fourth common class of pigment. They are essentially oxidized carotenoids and contain oxygen. They are usually red and yellow and do not absorb energy as well as carotenoids. They are fat soluble. So today we have studied about the pigments. 4 type of pigments in plants: chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B, carotenoids and xanthophyll. And these are the graphs regarding that. So today whatever I have taught you, I am sending you its PDF. Thank you.